Good evening, it's Matt Rogers and welcome back. It's 6:35 p.m. on the 6th of the 4th, 2017. And thank you again for all your kind emails. And I'm gathering all your images and photos together to make a video on everything you've seen in the skies as well. And it's so clear now that everybody has seen the same objects. This proves there is something up there. Because all over the world, people are now using their telescopes and their binoculars and their camcorders and mobile phones to view those skies as they're being covered up, so we can't get to see anything. But at times we do catch objects, don't we, that they miss and don't cover up. So again, this evening we're going to go straight to the Mexico cams to see what we can see on them cams, because now over there in Mexico it's daylight, as now the sun is going down here in the northern hemisphere. So let's check out, see what we can find. These cams I've been watching for many years, and solid proof that those are chemicals up there in our skies. And the dim skies, the darkness as well. They're hiding these objects. So let's view some more cams and see what we can find. This is from the opposite side of the sun. You can see two huge reflections, here and here as well. A red haze reflection from another heavenly body. And this is another also reflection as well. We're going to see these, aren't we? We're going to see these in the skies, and I don't believe it's going to be that far away now, to be honest with you. I truly believe this is going to be shown from all over the world. People are going to see these objects. This is a very interesting video, and I would like to show you this, because on this video, this footage, this cam, you will see a beam of red light coming up from the sky here before the sun rises and it goes down this way. I'll just change the speed on this. As you see here, can you see these? This beam of red light, this haze. This is a huge reflection again, you see it. Can you see this beam of light? This redness, and you've got this gap here as well. This isn't from our sun. I'll go back and you can just see these beams of light, can't you? There it is. We've got a huge beam of red reflection from these huge celestial bodies that are out there now. And they always black off the horizon, so we can't see anything with those poisonous chems. Here's another object that's been spotted on the webcam. Now, it looks like it could be behind the sun, but still a long way. You can just see a red haze with that, can't you? That small celestial body on the screen there. Now, we've seen this a few times on the webcams. It seems to be getting brighter. So I'm going to zoom in and show you this. This is the object zoomed in. Now, as I said before though, okay, I might get things right, I might get things wrong. It's just studying as much as possible to see if we can catch the right object. Could get 8 objects that are wrong and 2 that's perfectly right. So, for other people that are watching the channel, let's just see what we can find. Because the truth is out there, isn't it? And look at this though, this object is, it must be out there. It could be a huge star, it could be Jupiter, it could be the moon, but it does look a lot different than any celestial body that I know of. Again, this is a live cam in Mexico, the Monterrey cam. And this is facing east. You can see the timestamp just on the top right hand corner, 12:53, 51 seconds in the day. And again, it's too dark. The eclipse is now with Nibiru, the brown dwarf star, Helium, these gas giants with the Death Star. It's here now. The sun's twin has arrived. the coronal holes are blasting out some serious amount of CME solar flares, causing a lot of devastation to our Earth now. The chemtrails, they can't control this for much longer now, as the situation has now got out of hand, hasn't it? Here is a small piece of relapse footage, okay? It's a time-lapse cam. And I rewound it and I started the lapse again. So this is another Monterey cam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now how much chemtrailing they do in front of these heavenly bodies, as well as our sun. And I mean, it just blew me away when I saw this. I'm going to show you now what they do in the skies every day all around the world. And I'm hoping the ones that think they're contrails, they are not contrails. These are chemtrails to pull the wool over our eyes as this huge system is coming in. Again, I apologize about those white screens. You can see those chemtrails starting to go through on the screen now. Can you see that red haze as well from the binary twin? In Nibiru, you will see these different colors in the skies. There's those chemtrails, and they're covering the system. You can see this, can't you? It's so evident now, isn't it? It's getting to a point now that they need to give up this now for us to prepare. They are white screening a lot of the Mexico cams this evening. You can see what they're doing now. There was a small object there, so I'm going to pause this. Somewhere here is a small object. Did you see this? I'm going to go back here and watch this. Definitely behind those chems, that object. Did you see that? Something there behind those chems. Here. It's brightening up them chemtrails. There's so much trash that's out there now. It's so evident, and people need to know this now. Instead of thinking they're just chemtrail planes, it's just a lot more now. We've got these other technology that's spraying our skies without planes. They're like chem drones or something they're using, just blasting the sky to make people believe that there's nothing going on, because far too many people now have noticed that they're just chem planes. There's other things going up in the skies to cover what's going on in the system. We've got a huge simulator. I mean, look at this. Look at the shape of this. It's not our sun. This is a huge simulator that's up in the atmosphere that magnifies and hides as much as possible, covering everything. This object would be big, but it's being covered and cloaked. But these objects are getting much more bigger and intense now. So we're starting to see these artifacts up in the skies, these different refractions. It's so important to believe now. I'm going to play the footage all the way through on this cam to show you what they're up to in the skies with these chems, and also what's going on with the heavenly bodies and the darkness as well. Let's just go through the cam for you here. You can see this, can't you? To the right hand side of the screen is too black. It's 8:26, 28, 30, 8:30 a.m. in the morning. I mean, over there in Mexico, it's just absolutely dark. They're in the shadows now. They're seeing these objects in the shadows now. Okay? I did see here that an object that just disappeared. Look at the halo as well. You can see this. These different colours. Here's this object that's fading away. You can see this, can't you? Lighting up behind the chems and then disappearing. Look how black it gets. I mean, this object is not our sun. There's a dark shadow here as well in these chems. All the way through the footage you can see this. Too dark for 10 a.m. in the morning. Here on this volcano cam as well, the Volcan D Colomia cam. I'm going to put this through showing you the video evidence. Okay, we've got these strange pink clouds. Now, these are reflections from Nibiru. Now, this is 100%. Now, I'm going to show you this cam, okay? No blue skies here or anything. It's just complete trash that they're putting up there. And these huge reflections. Don't forget, we're in April. And also, it's very strange, isn't it, that Mr. Trump and also the government here have not explained the chemtrails to people, but we see them every day. The public see them every day. But nothing's been explained to us, which causes us to believe that they're hiding something. I'm going to go through this cam now, and you can see the start of those trails in the skies and the pink reflections on them pink clouds we see at night time. I mean, it's just basically they're blasting our skies, and we can see those huge reflections. I mean, look at these trails above this volcano. They're just not moving, are they? They're using these tools as well. HARP, they're using CERN as well. And these coronal holes in the sun are blasting out so much flares now towards our Earth. It's all being affected now, isn't it? It really is. These cams are starting to show the truth now. And all we have to do is just explain what's going on, to show people what's being covered all the time. I'm going to go to a different image for you now. This is also a Mexico cam as well, called the Popocatépetl cam. And you can see also this volcano is starting to erupt. Huge smoke, soot, and also lava that's down there as well, that's ready to erupt. It could all happen just right round the corner now, can't it? Again, the sun is acting right up now, and Earth can't cope with it anymore. The more the sun blasts, the Earth's core is overheating, and these volcanoes are starting to be really truly affected. The land's being affected. We're all being affected by this now. This is what I mean about these two huge colours in the sky. Now, last month I was doing videos on these colours, but they seemed very small, distant. But now they've gotten so close now. I'm believing these objects are just round the corner. The blue reflection above and the red haze below. Two heavenly bodies that are colouring up our skies. And every single day, these reflections are getting much more intense. I'm going to show you some footage on this cam as well, to show you that there's something definitely going on up there. So let's play the footage for you and show you what I see here. I mean, this is supposed to be our sunrise, but the sun hasn't risen yet. We've got these objects that are rising first. You can see again those chemicals. Now, look at the red haze, and look at the blue haze as well. And that thick chemical line of mess on the horizon all the time. You can see this now. Now you can see the three colours, the yellow, the blue, and the red, from different objects, these reflections. It's always happening now, isn't it? You can see this all the time. We're being shot with chemtrails to hide the truth. So I've got to tell you now, my belief is that Nibiru, Helium, the moons, and the brown dwarf star are very close to our Mother Earth now. You can see it so evident on the cams. Here on this cam as well, I want to show you this very important. We've got a heavenly body that's come up here. This trash all on the horizon. And we've got Nibiru that's reflecting. Huge red reflection, not from our sun, but from the heavenly body. So I'm going to show you this now. As we slow down the cam here, we're going to go through this, okay? You can see the red haze coming up now, slowly on the cam. Can you see this now? This red reflection. coming up, this heavenly body. Look how they screen. They cover the skies. They've actually made it taller now. It's so very high now of all these chems. Every morning they're hiding it. Because if that wasn't there, we would see Nibiru coming up on the horizon. We've seen this before, this huge red halo from a reflection from the body. The dark shadow here is coming from one of the moons or another heavily object. You can see this on the cam. Now, as this object is moving up higher over this trash of chems, you can see this. It's not our sun. This reflection is not from our sun. This is from Nibiru. You can see this as well. It's so evident that this is a heavenly body coming up. Now, this object here, behind the redness of the other body, is the binary twin. Can you see again what they do? They cover the skies with trash. You can see the chemtrail here and the blue haze from another object. This object has risen, but it's again just a huge reflection until we see this object in the near future, and then it goes back down again. See, it shows itself and then it goes down again. It's very interesting. It's just huge reflections. You can see this trash and these chems all the time now. And I hope the Mexicans over there start preparing for this. I really do. Because this is all before our sun comes up. Here's our sun now coming up from behind those chems. This object dims away. It moves like a comet and it dims away. I'm going to go back now and show you this. I apologise about the tap, and I just want to show you this, okay? Can you see this? This is huge, and it's closer. It's between the sun and us, Mother Earth. Look at the size of this object. Look at the trash coming off it as well. Huge reflection. This is what we see. Many people, subscribers that sent me footage in as well, show me the same thing. There it is. But it's so faint in the sky. You can see this now, can't you? Because when the sun comes up, it will produce its own reflection on the horizon, not above here like this. And this object goes downwards. It's doing it all the time. It's so very much evident now, isn't it, that we've got that binary star now in our skies. There's something else I noticed on the screen here, so I zoomed in to show you this. Now, this Mexico cam is a long word, so I'm going to try and pronounce this cam. It's called a Latino-Americano Surcam in Mexico. And again, we're seeing strange objects up there as well. So I zoomed in just to, it's right up there on the cam as well. So it just looks very interesting. Just wanted to show you this as well. You've got two light sources either side of the sky. Two light sources coming up on the horizon. Dark patch in the middle. Again, I want to prove to you that it's too dark. It's like we get evening skies in the morning and through the day. It's an evening sky where, again, we've got these objects. Now, I'm going to browse through this cam with you and show you that it's still dim all through the day. So let's go and check this cam out here. You can see the sun on the simulator rising on the left-hand side and that red reflection again. But watch the land, okay? The ground, the people that walk on it through the day. You can see that it's just staying dim and dark. It's not daytime sky. I mean, it's still very dark. Timestamp's coming up to 8 o'clock in the morning now on this cam. You can still see that red haze where the sun is. And also, before the sun rises, you can see this light source. It just keeps reflecting back and forth all the time. It's not like the natural sun that comes up like it did before. Now we're getting this flashing Can you see this? Again, the white screens. I'm sorry about the white screens that they put out. But again, can you see on the land? It's 8:52, 9 a.m. And look at the land. It's, again, like evening skies, too dim, as we've got those heavenly bodies. It's like calm before the storm. You can just feel it, can't you? You can feel that there's something wrong that's up there. And people are going to start to wake up to this shortly. I believe in the next year or so, many people around the world, around the globe, are going to know that there's something hugely wrong. Because it's going to get towards that we're going to be walking around at night time. I mean, look at this, 10:04 a.m. and it's still dark. Look at the land. It's still a dim reflection in the sky. Those chemtrails and the natural clouds being burnt away. Again, look, it's coming up towards 11 o'clock now. It's 10:30, coming up to 11 o'clock. I'm going to stop the cam now and check another cam. I just ran through this cam as well, and on the opposite side, where the sun goes down, you've got this red haze on the horizon here. Can't you see this? It's here. This strange reflection. You can see this on the opposite side. Just seemed very strange. Hey, let's go to some NASA cams now, see if we can find on the NASA cams before we go. Here on this NASA Ustream cam, we're seeing those pink reflections again, aren't we? And those unusual, strange chems. Again, these are not our natural clouds. So it's every day now, isn't it? Every day we're picking up what's going on now. And we've educated ourselves to know that the skies are being sprayed, and also to know that there is huge objects that are out there. And again, these huge CME blasts from these coronal holes causing earthquakes to our natural Earth. Now, that is saying something, isn't it? The list goes on. To say that we've got a huge problem out there in space that's incoming. So again, we ask for the President and also the governments around the world to be open to the public and just let us know to prep. Many other people that are wide awake to this, like the subscribers that are viewing the channel and all the other channels, they are prepping right now. We are prepping, but we want other people to prep, to look up to the skies, to know the government are hiding this from us. Every single one of you are fantastic people that need to be focused and to let other family members know. I've kept this to myself for many years, and now I've told my family members and friends, and they are sort of starting to understand what's going on. Everything is starting to make sense now, isn't it? There's strange things going on in our skies that light up and then disappear, above and below those chems. So please, as again, prepare, and I will do another video for you tomorrow. So take care and respect to all of you from Matt Rogers.